Assalamualaikum and good day to our respected lecturer, Ms. HARLINI binti KHAIRUDDIN and my fellow friends. We are students from class DSK4A and today we will be presenting our oral presentation for the subject DUE 50032, Communicative English 3. Our topic is online shopping trends. My name is Nurul Afiqah binti HASHIM and together with my group members, we will present our analysis using different types of graphs and charts. Online shopping has become an important part of modern life. Nowadays, many consumers prefer online shopping because it is more convenient, time-saving, and offers a wide variety of products compared to traditional shopping. For example, people can shop anytime and anywhere without having to visit physical stores. In addition, there are many factors that influence online shopping behavior and trends. These include price, convenience, product variety, payment methods, and personal preferences. As a result, online shopping continues to grow rapidly and plays a significant role in today's economy. In this presentation, we will analyze online shopping trends using different types of visual data such as bar graph, pie charts, and line graph. Each type of graph helps us understand the data in different ways. For instance, bar graphs are used to compare data, pie charts show percentages or proportions, and line graph illustrate trends over time. Through this graph and charts, we will be able to clearly see comparisons, changes, and patterns in consumer behavior. Overall, this presentation aims to provide a better understanding of how online shopping trends are changing and what factors influence consumers' choices. Now, I will begin my part. My name is Nurul Afiqah binti HASHIM and my registration number is 17DSK24F1002. I will be presenting two data analyses which are a bar graph and a pie chart related to online shopping trends. First, I will start with the bar graph. This bar graph shows different product categories in online shopping and their growth over time. Each bar represents a specific category such as consumer electronics, furniture, apparel, and food. The length of each bar indicates the percentage of online sales for that category. From this graph, we can clearly compare which categories are more popular and which are less popular among online shoppers. It also helps us understand the overall pattern of consumer preferences in online shopping. The bar graph shows the share of online sales by product categories and their growth over time. This means the graph not only compares different categories, but also shows how these categories are expected to grow in the future. The variables involved are different product categories such as consumer electronics, furniture, apparel, and food. It can be clearly seen that consumer electronics is the most popular category, whereas food is the least popular category. This indicates that customers tend to spend more on electronic products compared to basic items like food when shopping online. Firstly, consumer electronics is significantly higher than DIY and hardware, showing a strong preference for technology products. Secondly, furniture is slightly higher than apparel, which suggests that both categories are quite similar in popularity, but furniture has a small advantage. Lastly, beauty and personal care is considerably higher than luxury goods, indicating that everyday personal care items are more commonly purchased than luxury products. In conclusion, consumer electronics is the most popular product category, whereas food is the least popular in online sales. Overall, this shows that consumers prefer purchasing higher value or durable goods online compared to basic daily items. Next, I will continue with the pie chart. This pie chart shows the distribution of different online payment methods used by consumers. Each section of the chart represents a payment method such as cards, e-wallet, direct debit, and bank transfer. The size of each section reflects the percentage of users who prefer that method. From this chart, we can clearly see which payment methods are more commonly used and how consumer preferences are distributed among different options. The pie chart shows the preferred online payment methods among online shoppers in the USA. This chart helps us understand how consumers choose to pay when making online purchases. The variables involved are different payment methods such as card, e-wallet, direct debit, bank transfer, and others. It can be clearly seen that cards are the most popular payment method, whereas bank transfer is the least popular. This suggests that consumers prefer faster and more convenient payment options when shopping online. Firstly, more than 2/3 of users prefer paying with cards, which shows that cards dominate the payment method. Secondly, nearly 1/5 of users use e-wallet as their payment method, indicating that digital payments are also becoming increasingly popular. Lastly, only a very small proportion of users use direct debit and bank transfer, which shows that these methods are less preferred due to lower convenience. In conclusion, cards are the most preferred payment method, whereas bank transfer is the least preferred among online shoppers. Overall, this indicates that convenience and speed are important factors influencing payment choices in online shopping. That's all from me. Now, I will pass to the next presenter for the next analysis.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Sharifah Al-Shuhada and my matrix number is 17 TSK24 F1005. Today, I will be presenting my data analysis based on two diagrams, which are bar graph and a pie chart related to online shopping behavior in Malaysia. First, let's take a look at the bar graph. There are three platforms shown here, which are Shopee, TikTok Shop and Lazada. From the graph, we can clearly see that Shopee has the highest percentage, which is 72%. This means most people prefer using Shopee for online shopping. Next, TikTok Shop is the second most popular platform with 43%. This shows that many users are attracted to TikTok Shop, possibly because of its video content and influencer marketing. And lastly, Lazada has the lowest percentage, which is only 15%. This indicates that fewer users choose Lazada compared to the other platforms. Now, let's look at the analysis of the bar graph. First, the variables involved are the types of platforms and the percentage of users. From the graph, Shopee records the highest percentage of users at 72%, while Lazada has the lowest percentage, which is 15%. TikTok Shop is in the between with 43%. In terms of analysis, Shopee ranked first with a significantly higher percentage of users, indicating strong dominance in the market. TikTok Shop is in the second place with a moderately lower percentage compared to Shopee. Meanwhile, Lazada ranked last with a substantially lower percentage, showing weaker user preference. Overall, Shopee dominates the market, followed by TikTok Shop, while Lazada records the lowest percentage of users. This slide shows an example of data analysis using a pie chart. The chart compares two types of online shopping behavior, which are discount purchase and full price purchases. From the pie chart, we can see that 62% of consumers prefer buying items at full price, while 38% prefer purchasing items during discounts. This means that the majority of online shoppers are still willing to buy products at full price, even though the discounts are available. However, a significant portion, which is nearly 2/5 of consumers, are still attracted to discount deals. This data suggests that while discounts are important, factors such as product need, brand preference, or urgency may influence customers to purchase items without waiting for promotions. Now, let's look at more detailed analysis of the same data on pie chart. First, the variables involve discount purchases and full price purchases. From the chart, full price purchases represent the largest proportion, which is 62%, while discount purchases account for the smallest proportion at 38%. This shows that more than half consumers prefer buying items at full price. Meanwhile, approximately 2/5 of consumers choose to purchase items during discount. In addition, a smaller proportion of consumers rely on discount purchase compared to full price purchase. Overall, full price purchase make up the majority, whereas discount purchases form a minority proportion among online shoppers. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nurul and my matrix card is F041, and today I will present about data analysis using graph, focusing on a line graph and a pie chart. First, I will explain the line graph, which shows the frequency of time people spend on shopping apps per week. This means how often people shop online, whether it is daily, weekly, monthly, or never. The topic is important because online shopping has become a normal habit in our daily life. Many people use shopping apps not only for buying things but also browsing products. So from this data, we can understand consumer behavior, which means how people shop and how often they do it. Now, let's move to the line graph. This graph shows the frequency of time spent on shopping apps per week. The categories include once a day, once a week, more than once a month, and never. The variable in this graph is the frequency of shopping activity. From the graph, we can see that the number of people changes depending on how often they shop. The trend shows that shopping activity increases from daily users to monthly users. Overall, most people shop semi-regularly, meaning they don't shop every day but they still shop quite often. Very few people shop every single day, and also very few people never shop at all. For the summary of a line graph, first, most people, which is nearly 70 people, shop more than once a month. This shows that online shopping is quite common. Second, there is sharp increases from daily shoppers to weekly shoppers. This means more people prefer to shop weekly instead of daily. Third, the lowest number is in the never category, which shows that almost everyone has experience with online shopping. In conclusion, online shopping is already a normal habit, especially on a weekly or monthly basis. People may not shop every day, but they still use shopping apps regularly. Next, I will explain the pie chart. The pie chart shows the top e-commerce product categories in Malaysia. It tells us what people usually buy online. There are 5 categories: fashion and beauty, 24.3%, food and personal care, 21.4%, electronics, 20%, DIY, 18.8%, furniture, 15.4%. From this data, we can clearly see that fashion and beauty is the most popular category, while furniture is the least popular. This means people prefer to buy items like clothes, skincare, and beauty products online compared to bigger items like furniture. For the summary, first, nearly 1/4 of all purchases are from beauty and fashion. This shows it is the top choice among consumers. Second, electronics and food, also personal care, are almost the same, around 20 to 21%. This means both categories are also very popular. Third, when we combine the top 3 categories, they make up more than 65% of total purchases, which is a large portion. In conclusion, online shopping is mainly focused on lifestyle and daily needs, such as fashion, technology, and food. These categories dominate the market because they are frequently used in daily life. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Alisha Safia binti Ahmad Saad. My matrix number is 17, the SK24F1048. So now I will present my line graph and also my pie chart. So now let's move to example of line graph. This slide breaks down the data from our line graph, which shows the global number of online shoppers over a 6-year period from 2020 until 2025. To understand the layout, the bottom axis shows the years, the side axis shows the number of shoppers in billions. Overall, the trend is very clear. There is a steady growth in the global online shopping population. So, we can summarize the change in 3 steps. First, from 2020 until 2021, the numbers increased slightly from 2.37 to 2.48 billion. Next, through 2023, the growth continues steadily, reaching 2.64 billion, and finally, it increased gradually again to hit our highest point of 2.77 billion in 2025. In conclusion, the data shows a consistent upward trend. This tells us that online shopping is not just a phase, it is becoming more popular worldwide every single year. So next, let's continue to data analysis for line graph. The line graph shows the global number of online shoppers from 2020 to 2025. As you can see, the variables involved are different categories, such as the year from 2020 to 2025 and the numbers of online shoppers. It can be clearly seen that the global online shopping population over the 6-year period, there was a steady increase in population. As you can see, the variables involved are different categories, such as the year from 2020 to 2025 and the numbers of online shoppers. It can be clearly seen that the global online shopping population over the 6-year period, there was a steady increase in population. From 2020 to 2021, the numbers of online shoppers increased slightly from 2.37 billion to 2.48 billion, and next, between 2021 and 2023, the number continued to increase steadily to 2.64 billion, and finally, from 2023 to 2025, the numbers increased significantly again to 2.77 billion, which is the highest point. In conclusion, the global number of online shoppers show a consistent upward trend from 2020 to 2025. This indicates that online shopping is becoming more popular worldwide each year. Next, let's continue to pie chart. Diagram 8 shows the frequency of using online food delivery service among respondents. The pie chart illustrates how often respondents use online food delivery services based on 4 different categories. Based on the diagram, the largest percentage of respondents is 46%. Use online food delivery services 1 until 3 times a week. This indicates that weekly usage is the most common frequency among respondents. This is followed by 41.8% who use online food delivery service 1 until 3 times a month, showing that a slightly smaller proportion of respondents prefer monthly usage. Next, 9.3% of respondents use online food delivery service 4 until 6 times a week, which represent a moderate level of usage. Meanwhile, only 3% use online food delivery service at least once a day, making it the lowest percentage among all categories. Okay, next, let's move to data analysis for pie chart. The pie chart shows the frequency of using online food delivery services among respondents. As you can see, the chart highlights 4 segments of frequency using food delivery services: 1 until 3 times a week, 1 until 3 times a month, 4 until 6 times a week, or at least once a day every day. Only a very small proportion not used every day, which is 3%, because they don't want to waste their money and they prefer to cook at home than use food delivery services. It can be seen that exactly 2/5 to 41.8%, which is 167 people who use the services 1 until 3 times per month. Whereas that people who use online food delivery services from 3%, which is 12 people at least once a day, less than 9.3%, which is 37 people who use them 4 until 6 times per week. And finally, the figure reaches the slightly more than 46%, which is 184 people for respondents who use the services 1 until 3 times per week. And then, in conclusion, most respondents use online food delivery services 1 until 3 times a week, while only a few use them daily. This shows that weekly usage is the most common pattern among respondents. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Razi Aiman bin Fazuli. My register number is 17DSK24F1075. Today I will discuss about two data of line graph, and one more thing is pie chart for average money spending trending and certification level by online shopping. This graph shows spending by income level. Food spending from 38.8% to 22.2% and 9.4%, which is decreased slightly from 27.5% to 22.7% and 80.7%. In contrast, transport rise from 4.2% to 16.7% and 27.8%. Overall, lower income spend more on food, while higher income spend more on transport. First, let's look at the main variable. This graph shows spending by income level. Food spending drops from 38.8% to 22.2% and 9.4%. Utilities decreased slightly from 27.5% to 22.7% and 80.7%. In contrast, transport rise from 4.2%, 30.7% and 37.8%. Overall, lower income could spend more on food, while higher income could spend more on transport. This graph compares how people at the different income levels spend on three categories: food, utilities, and transport. Now, moving on the overall trends, we can clearly see that lower income spend a larger proportion on their income on food, which reflects basic survival needs. In contrast, higher income groups allocate more money towards transport, indicating greater mobility and lifestyle choice. Meanwhile, spending on utilities remains relatively stable across all income levels, showing its consistent necessity regardless of income. Next, I will highlight specific trends. Firstly, food spending significantly decreased as income decreased, dropping from about 38.8% in a row. Income grew to just 9.4%. High income improved. Secondly, they represent a sharp decline of 29%, showing that wealthier households spend proportionally much less on basic needs. Finally, as income rise, spending shift from essential items to more flexible categories, especially transport. In conclusion, income level plays a major role in shaping household spending patterns. Lower income groups focus on necessity, while higher income groups enjoy greater flexibility in their expenses. Overall, this trend highlights a shift from basic needs to lifestyle and convenience as the income increase. Now, this pie chart show about online shopping at 57.7%. About 20.3% are highly satisfied, while 80.7% feels average. Only a small number are satisfied. Overall, online shopping shows a positive satisfaction level. This pie chart clearly shows the overall satisfaction level of user when it comes to online shopping, and the message is very strong. Let's start with the key features. The data is divided into 5 categories: highlight satisfied, satisfied, average, dissatisfied, and highlight dissatisfied. What stands out immediately is that the satisfied group dominates the chart. This tells us that most users are genuinely happy with their online shopping experience. At the same time, the highlight dissatisfied category is extremely small, almost negligible. This means very few users had a seriously negative experience. Now, let's break it down using fraction. At simple level, about third out of 5 users are satisfied, and roughly 1 of 5 users highly satisfied. Taking further, nearly 4 of 5 users report a positive experience when we combine both satisfied group. And a more precise level, around 7-8 out of 100 respondents are satisfied or highly satisfied, while only about 3 out of 100 dissatisfied. So what does it mean? It means online shopping is not just popular, it is highly successful. meeting customer expectation. However, even a small percentage of this justification matters. To stay competitive, business must continue improving service quality, trust, and security. Overall, the conclusion is clear. Online shopping delivers a strongly positive experience for the majority of users. That's it from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sharifah Nur Sandarina, binti Syed Muhammad Karimi. My matric number is 70DSK 34F1093, and today I will represent my bar chart and pie chart. So as you can see, this chart shows why people shop online. The top reason, fast or free delivery at 56%, is significantly higher than any other perk. Following closely, the convenience of ordering 49% is slightly higher than the ability to shop at any time 46%. While many look for the value, the preference for lower price 37% is considerably lower than the demand for fast delivery. At the bottom of the scale, trust in reviews 25% is marginally higher than simple return option 22%. Finally, the desire to avoid human interaction at 21% is a great deal lower than leading factor of delivery speed. In summary, shoppers drastically prefer convenience and logistics over price or social factors. So, as you can see, this is my data analysis on the bar graph. The bar graph shows different reasons why people shop online and their percentage. The two features or two variables, most and least popular results, are the independent variables are the 9 different perks or reasons, while the most dependent variable is the percentage of respondents. The most popular reason is fast or free delivery at 56%, while the least popular reason is shopping without human interaction at 21%. Next is three comparison. Number 1 is fast or free delivery, 56% is ranked significantly higher than exclusive online deals, 30%, showing a 26% gap in priority for customers. Second is both lower price compared to in-store and large product selection are ranked exactly at 37%, placing them in a tie for the fourth most popular perk. Number 3 is the top 3 perks, delivery, convenience, and 24/7 access are all ranked over 45%, indicating that time-saving features are more valued than social or trust-based factors like review, 35%. Lastly is conclusion. In conclusion, the data suggests that the logistic efficiency and convenience are the primary drivers of online shopping, as fast or free delivery and convenience of ordering are the only categories selected by nearly half or more of the surveyed population. Now, I will show my pie chart. This pie chart illustrates which device people use most often for online shopping. The mobile phone is the most popular choice at 49%, which is significantly higher than any other category. Trailing closely behind is computer at 41%, while these two are the top contenders. The use of computer is slightly lower than mobile phone. When we look at other devices, the use of a tablet, 9%, is considerably lower than the computer. Even further down the scale, the other category stands at a mere 1%, which is a great lower deal than use of tablets. In summary, it is clear that shoppers drastically prefer handheld and portable devices over traditional or niche equipment. Now, this is my pie chart data analysis. The pie chart shows the percentage of devices used for online shopping. The two variables or features, most and least popular results are the chart highlights 4 segments of device usage: mobile phone, computer, tablets, and others. The most popular device is the mobile phone at 49%, while the least popular category is other, which is only at 1%. Next is 3 summaries. Nearly one half, 49% of all respondents prefer using a mobile phone for their online shopping needs. Second, just over 2/5, 41% of shoppers opt for a computer, making it the second most common choice. Number 3, together, tablets and other devices account for only 10% of the total usage share. So in conclusion, to conclude, the data shows that online shopping is dominated by portable and personal devices, with roughly 9 out of 10 users choosing either a mobile phone or a computer to make their purchases. To wrap things up, our analysis of online shopping trends reveals some very clear patterns in how consumers are behaving today. By looking at the data, we can see exactly what's driving the digital marketplace. Specifically, our bar graph highlights the distinct difference in product categories, showing us which item shoppers prefer most. When we look at the line graph, the trend is undeniable. We see consistent growth and evolution in the online shopping sector over time. The pie charts further break this down by illustrating the distribution of consumer choices and, importantly, the payment methods people trust the most. This data gives us the full picture of how and why behind every purchase. In conclusion, it's clear that online shopping isn't just a trend. It's a powerhouse that continues to grow and play a vital role in our modern economy. Thank you so much for your time. This is all from our group.